Hello. Beep, 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 beep. Welcome to the court of the Edijester. Beep, 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 beep. Bloody hell. Lunacy. I say lunacy. Good morrow. Oh, what an incredible few days. Lots going on, but I've chosen today to give you something silly. That has come to my attention. This is Glamour Magazine, for those of you that don't know. That's actually a thing, Glamour Magazine. I don't know why it rings a bell. For some reason, there was something with Julie Walters and Victoria Wood. There were where Glamour magazine was mentioned. I think there was something called Pat and Margaret, which was about Victoria Wood being a woman who worked in a cafe in a service station. Turns out that her sister is a really famous soap star from America on a television program called Glamour. Does anybody remember that? Anyway, enough of that fanning about. Let's go. Right, Glamour magazine, right, which is like this overblown fashion stuff. It's the normal stuff that you expect from, it's all a bit Meryl Streep. No, that wasn't a question. Devil Wears Prada, in case you aren't paying attention, right? So, to begin with, buy me a coffee if you can, but please share this. It's interesting because Twitter are changing their algorithm. It's all going to be about the likes. It's all going to be about the likes, and it's all going to be about people commenting. And I think that'll be an interesting change for X/Twitter. So we'll see how that goes. If you want to be a warrior teacher next year, I'm afraid we've started the new cohort. So I'll be putting up a new page just so that you can register interest if you want to start next year. Other than that, they were great. Started with the new folk this week. I love this last week or so because I've been teaching peeps. You see, makes me a happy man. Enough of my waffle. Let's go because this is Glamour Magazine. The dolls. What we really crave is to work, love, and exist with dignity. Say Gusset Fumblers. As trans rights face increasing threat in the UK, Glamour honours 9 of the community's most groundbreaking voices. We'll hear one of those voices later at this year's Women of the Year Awards. So the Women of the Year Awards, they've gone for 9 men. 9 gusset fumbling men are Glamour's Women of the Year. It's like, read the room, you tossers. This is people who live in that sort of artistic marketing bubble, isn't it? Silly so-and-sos. From fashion and music to charity and activism work, these trailblazers work tirelessly to empower, uplift, and celebrate trans voices. And this is by Sean Fay, another ridiculous individual, written on the 29th of October 2025, when the London-based US designer Connor Ives took a bow after his AW25 show in February. He was wearing a simple white t-shirt with "Protect the Dolls" written on it. For Ives, it was a gesture of solidarity towards his trans friends facing life in Trump's America. The dolls is an affectionate term sometimes given to trans women. Oh, they put a space between it. They've made a mistake. That should be one word. That originally came from Black and Latina queer community or houses in the ballroom scene. Yet that what began as an individual gesture became a full-blown cultural movement, Protect the Dolls, once that did more damage to the trans movement than anything. Once the t-shirt became available for sale, with all proceeds going towards the charity Trans Lifeline, a peer support and crisis hotline offering support to trans people in the US and Canada. The t-shirt has raised more than £600,000 as of September. There you go. That's how many stupid people there are. Either 600,000 of them with a pound or one idiot. Glamour UK 2025. And here we are, folks. There's the dolls. They've got Munro Bugger Off in there. Look, see? That's the only one I know. I don't know the rest of them. Munro Bugger Off is in there. Women of the Year. It's actually got it in big white letters. There we are, women. There you are, Women of the Year. There's the women's. The only reason it says woman is because you can't quite fit Gusset Fumbler in that font of that size. Gusset Fumblers of the Year. Celebrities soon adopted Protect the Dolls to indicate their support of trans women, including Madonna. Did you, Madonna love? Did you? All right? How you doing? Do you want some Ovaltine? I'm sure. Years ago when she did some ridiculous song, I can't remember what it was. I'm sure I saw her spleen fall out at one point. She's still here, is she really? It's not a holiday or rest home. Holiday. And Pedro Pascal, he's a weirdo. Tilda Swinton, right, okay. She's like this fey, weird creature. Troye Sivan, apparently is one of these young men that fan is about. Addison Rae, no idea. And on the back of a custom rhinestone jacket, no less, Mariah Carey as she headlined Brighton Pride. Hey, Mariah. Yep. Wake up, silly bint. In the UK, the t-shirt and its slogan blew up after the UK Supreme Court handed down a judgment on the meaning of sex in the Equality Act of 2010 that excluded trans women from the definition. No, it didn't, Glamour. It excluded men from the definition of woman, including those trans women who had changed their legal sex by means of a gender recognition certificate. Yeah, we're going to get rid of that too, right? So don't get comfortable with your dolls. Protect the dolls. This judgment had the unfortunate effect of galvanising and emboldening a highly mobilised, here we are, a well-funded anti-trans movement. We're well-funded. I'm so well-funded, I'm sat in my office with windows that don't shut properly and a shonky heater on my feet because it's so cold. That's how well-funded I am. It's all that American money, that Russian money. It keeps flooding in. I mean, I'm getting calls daily. Putin rang yesterday. Nutters, right? And they had meeting little resistance from within the Labour government. You know why? Because in the Labour government, some people know damn well that this stuff has gone too far and that we're no longer interested in your fantasy games with your dolls. I think we should find a valley of the dolls, put a gate at either end of the valley and drop them in it. Now, trans people, and especially trans women, you mean men, right? So sex frauds and men are facing a committed attempt from anti-nonsense pressure groups, says anti-trans, and right-wing politicians to make exclusionary policy the default across British public life, including toilets, changing rooms, leisure facilities, workplaces, hospital wards, and crisis support services. Yes. And they don't like it up them. The intention is clear: to drive us out of public life, to repress, then deny our existence. From me, that's absolutely right. I mean, well said, Mr. Fay. This political attack on trans lives comes alongside rising hate crime and increasingly poor healthcare access for trans adults. There's no such thing as trans healthcare. It's just you trying to get, Botox, boob removal, and junk excision, whatever you want to call it, right? With trans men, wildly vilified in mainstream media on both sides of the Atlantic, the misogynist violence we experience, you don't experience misogynist violence because you're men. We experience often at the hands of the same men who desire and objectify us. I don't know any men that desire and objectify you, except for maybe the odd few, most of whom were pensioners, who would hang around the village desperate for some knob, right? I shouldn't laugh, but I can't help myself. It's all so ridiculous. So would you like to hear the dolls? Let's hear the dolls. These are the dolls, ladies and gentle beings.
Hi, I'm Maya Memi.
This is Tara.
I'm Belle. This is Munya.
My name is Seva.
I'm Maxine Heron.
This is Danny.
I'm Monroe Bergdorf, and this is Glamour's Girlhood First.
My first big beauty mistake was definitely thick-ass eyebrows.
Yep, your first big beauty mistake was thinking you're a woman. But there you go. We'll wait. Let's see what else comes.
One time my mum even tried to tell me that they were too much, and I got so offended. But now I look back and she's a real one for that. I should have listened.
My beauty has never been a mistake, firstly. But if I had to think of one thing, I feel like it's really difficult to find eyebrows that really fit your face. Like, I think I've tried bleached brows, I've tried skinny brows. I'm kind of enjoying skinnier brows now. I've tried really big bushy brows, which felt like they were just a bit much for me. So yeah, I don't know. I just think it's a brow journey that I'm continuing to explore at the moment.
So there you go, Glamour Magazine promoting brow journeys. This is just insane. They're nutters, right? We know this, okay? We're well aware of what they are. Go and have a look. I'll put the link in the thing for you to see. Protect the dolls. It says there's a positive sentiment. This is hilarious. So in other words, Glamour Magazine's 9 women of the year are men. Okay? That's all you need to know, really. But it's a bit of a giggle, isn't it, eh? Today, I'll see you later. Protect the dolls. Bye-bye.